Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again for part three of our TJF Tidbits with Tyler at Design Pro Remodeling. We will be finishing up the conversation and, providing his information if you guys have any other questions. Thanks for joining. Enjoy. So, speaking of trends, what are you seeing as a trend right now for homeowners versus sellers? Like, what do you see trending for? Let's talk about, the most important stuff, I guess, would be the kitchen and primary bathrooms. Like, what are you seeing as trends right now?
Still seeing a lot of grays and gray blues and things like that. But you a lot of people are very concerned with when they're going to live in the house. They're very concerned with doing renovations that, I guess, meet current trends, but also are not likely to become out of style in the future. Do something that still looks classy and will continue to look classy even through, like no duck wallpaper from the 90s and, stuff like that. So it's tough. It's a tough situation. A lot of times people just open up Pinterest or something and they want to do whatever they see in those pictures. And so, we do whatever people want to do. We don't necessarily guide people stylistically unless they say, I just don't know what I want you to guide me stylistically. Then we have designers we work with that can do that. But
Okay.
for the most part, most people will say, this is what I want, and I want you to install it. And so along those lines, when we do our proposals, we include like labor and materials to install the tile, but we don't include the tile or the grout itself, because you could spend $1 on tile or you could spend $20 on tile, and we don't know what they want. So most of the time the client will purchase those items separately, and then we install them. Like, they'll buy their own vanity, they'll buy their own tile. We can also buy those things if they don't want to physically do that. They just send me an email with the list of things they want, and we can buy them.
Is that an extra fee if you do it yourselves versus the sellers or
No, we don't charge anything extra to buy it through our channels. And if there's any discounts on the products that we get, then those get passed along to the client. So.
Okay, and then for designers, I'm assuming that's separate, right? So that's like a third party you guys hire and then they pay them separate, or are these designers on the payroll with you guys?
They're outside designers, but they still go through us, so it's a part of the contract price.
Oh, okay. So then for the trends, like, for example, when I updated my property, and that was like pre-COVID. And it's funny, I had a smile on my face when you mentioned Pinterest, because when I had the contractor do the work at my place, he was mad because everything I found was on Pinterest. And he's like, what is this? You're just sending me screenshots from Pinterest. And I'm like, I can't be the only person that finds things on Pinterest. There's got to be other people that get ideas from Pinterest. And then you're telling me this. I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one who got ideas from Pinterest.
Yeah, I mean, my wife Shannon, she's got like 50 different Pinterest boards.
Yeah. I go on there for everything, honestly. Everything you could think of. Even my wedding, like my invitations, so many things. But anyways, so when I updated my place, definitely did gray cabinets, definitely did a quartz countertop, waterfall island.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely did the white interior, different color, like, cabinets for the island. The farmhouse sink, I think it's called. So the gray walls. So I'm definitely on trend. So for people like me who did that, do you foresee people like that having to update again at some point, like within 5 to 10 years, or do they just leave it? How does that work?